Hello, Divine Feminines. I really don't like this angle very much. Alright, I'm going to do a pick a card, just see how are they feeling. Made it worse. How are they feeling with you? This is pile 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to live shuffle. I haven't looked at the cards. I have looked at the bottoms of the decks, but I'm not going to show them to you. I can say there's a lot of passion going on. There's a lot of caring, even if it doesn't seem that way. So, we do have the unicorn, the twin flame, a message card, and one of the main, like, overall advice archangel cards. I might draw like a heart card. Oh, moly. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, so pile 1. I don't like that. Sorry, doesn't feel right. Not right. Okay. Pile 1. Scarab beetle. Whale spirit. Look, it came out anyway. Parrot on the bottom of the deck. If you felt like pile 1 or pile 3, they may be connected. Okay, so we're gonna start with the shell, and we are going to see. I already have air coming up. Strategy, contract, wow, or oh my gosh, Wisteria. 5 of Swords. I swear to God, I wish I had done the shuffle on camera, because the Queen and the King of Cups are here. So we have Irene, I'm coming back soon, leadership, and this is one of these cards on the bottom of the deck. It's the same message. And then 3-3 awareness, crystal clear vision. Okay, so specifically for people in their person is married or with someone else, like a long-term commitment. You know, this is pretty much married people only. Because you have contract and you have the Queen of Pentacles. This person 100% knows that you're their counterpart. That's how I feel with this. And there's been a lot of things in the way of them moving forward. Was that better? Okay, so they are coming back. It's like the feeling I get is like, I don't want to say anything against guidelines because I've already had a rough morning on that. There's like a song coming through. It's like, it ain't living if it ain't with you. Something got brought into their awareness. Like, I see that. And with you, it's like this, it's a feeling of peace that's so foreign to them. I think it made them run. It made them get all up in their head, activate their inner child. I mean, we've heard this all before, but there's something, again, here, I'm getting the flowers. I've gotten that before. And it's like your masculine may have been really passive. And you may have been the one kind of emotionally pursuing them, even if you weren't chasing necessarily. It may have been you kind of like pushing your energy out. And I just get this feeling of like, even though Queen of Cups is in reverse, I think that's because he's seeing you as something he can't have right now. And he definitely is thinking about a way to return. And I feel in your energy that you aren't that worried. Like, I love this Wisteria energy. I love, those are like my 2 favorite cards in this deck. And, you know, it's a really specific message. But I get the feeling that there's really good things to come here. Now, there may need to be like a separation or an ending. There may not. Because none of you are happy. Like, but he's aware. He's very aware that you're unique. This is magical. You two are connected. He understands. Like, look at the eye in the center of the card. You know, you have 3, 6, 2, 1, and 5. I mean, the only minor arcana we have here is the 5 of Swords, and it's strangely my inner child card, and that's just what it's become. And she's holding a baby. I just feel like there's been so much recognition about why things happen the way they happen and what is going on. And should we get one of these cards? Of why he, it's like what they're saying is couldn't give. Soulmate. Your soulmate's already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So I feel very strongly that he, from this reading, like he knows who you are. He knows how he feels. He knows that there's a magical connection, and he knows that there's something with his inner child. Has it been like repaired or reconciled or no, it hasn't. But he wants to connect to these very deep emotions, and he's not as scared of them anymore. And it's like, sometimes that's all it takes. You know, it says share your message, inspire and empower others. I feel like he feels inspired by you for some reason, whatever it is. And it's like he doesn't care. What he used to care about, he doesn't care about so much anymore. So I hope that helps you. Like I said in the beginning, if you feel drawn to pile 3 too, watch that, because I didn't feel right taking the wasp card, and then it came out from pile 3. So pile 2, whale spirit. Another deep magical card. Thinking woman, blossoming abundance, empress card, brown, periwinkle. Another card of like star fairies, tiny treasures, surprise gifts. Ooh, chariot reversed, 8 of wands reversed, 9 of wands, 9 of swords. Wow. These have been some really interesting piles. Athena in our windowsism. I see signs of you everywhere I go. This is crazy because that was like the main theme of pile 1 was awareness. It had a card that said crystal clear awareness. 8 of 8, path of least resistance, choose ease and grace. So you have 2 8s here and a 7 and a 3. So unlike pile 1, I feel like this masculine, well, like pile 1, I feel like there's awareness here. But he feels very scared to come towards you, to say anything to you. He feels like you may yell at him, get mad at him. You kind of have a bone to pick with him. He's done something he regrets. Although I don't see the regret here. He's trying to kind of let this blow over. You see the door and like how one side is one way and the other side's the other way. He wants to like push the easy button. And yet his inner guidance is constantly bringing up signs of you, thoughts of you, regret, all these things. Like, I see it churning here. Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords is a very interesting combination. In a way, it's almost like victim mentality. Like, if he were to come to say something to you, I think it would be something along the lines of, I know I did something, but I have a lot of trauma, and that's why I act that way. Almost like not a sorry, not an apology. And like, for some of you, I see that the females in his family play a large role, or have played a large role. They may have been toxic, or they may have been very affected by toxic people in their life. Like, I feel like the trauma has come down more on the mom's side somehow. Because this is like a heavily feminine energy I'm feeling about the blame. Like, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords is kind of like, I can't get away from this burden that, and it's also making me not take action. Now you have two owls here. I feel like you guys are telepathically communicating, and your souls are sending lots of signs. Like, you're reading this book, and I feel like you're really, I don't know if I get like you're not doing anything. I feel on your energy that you wish something would happen, but nothing's happening. And it's kind of like, well, I'm not going to reach out. Are you going to reach out? And he's kind of like, well, what happens, happens. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. He is getting a little fed up with that, I will say. Yes, there is this trust the great mystery. Yes, there is this it's bigger than us thing. But you don't get Eight of Wands, Chariot energy in the field that you're in. Like, that doesn't come up if there's no desire for movement, and no desire for change, and no desire for communication. Like, it's obviously here. He's thinking about it a lot. He's overthinking. I mean, we don't have the Eight of Swords, but I kind of feel like that's partially what's going on here. Because it's kind of the overthinking that's keeping him stuck. Now, I don't normally get this off this card, but with these two here, I feel like he's written a bunch of messages and deleted them, and that's all of these black ones. But there's one that he's really, really thinking of. And with that whale card, I'm almost thinking like he would send you like an accidental text like, oh, I meant to send that to someone else, but how are you? Or something like that. That's that vibe. Like, it appears that coincidence or happenstance brought us back together, but really it was kind of planned out. Now, the first path had strategy. This isn't so strategic, but I do get a lot of, I don't want to look like I made an effort, but I don't think I can stand this anymore. Because the Nine of Swords, to me, is the most painful card in the deck. You know, when you get to the Ten of Swords, he's dead. And here, they're still suffering. So this isn't over. But he doesn't feel confident enough. He's trying to ground himself. He doesn't feel confident enough, I think, in his emotions. Because you have a lot of water and a lot of air here. And two fire. like the Chariot for me is Cancer. So anyway, I hope that helped you. If you feel drawn to either of the two piles, I have a feeling that they'll all sort of connect, although this one is definitely different than the first one. I can see how sometimes I just listen to all of them. Okay, pile 3. So this originally came out as the first pile's card, and I said no, and then I put it back and it came out again. So you two might be linked. The World. We had court cards in every one. Cyan, Turquoise, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, the Star, Knight of Wands. Interesting. You two are kind of looking at each other, but you're really not acknowledging each other either. Kali. No one makes me feel like you do, beloved. 7-7, Heal, Abandonment, Time to Forgive. So interesting. Of all the, I do feel like a link to these. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. I kind of feel like each one's a little more progressed than the last one, but just a little bit different. There's a lot of hope that you two can mend things here. I feel strongly that there was an ending, and he's hopeful that there will be a new beginning here. I think the trauma made, like, his pain made him withdraw. It was like the World with 7 of Pentacles in reverse is like a nope, I'm not going to put anything into this, into you. I see you in a very high light. You make me feel like nobody else. In fact, I would even go so far as to say you're my perfect match. I have a feeling that you could heal me or help me heal. I feel super passionate. This wasn't supposed to be channeled. The others aren't channeled, but this one's just coming through that way. But it also really scares me, really triggers me. I kind of know it's not over, but I don't think I'm really strong enough to come back together. He does seem to need to forgive some things in his life, people in his life, possibly people who just walked out on him and his family. One of his parents could have walked out on him or abandoned him. Or made him leave. So, you know, whenever we have such a strong presence of lotuses and butterflies, we see here that these things, you know, and the wasp, they're not letting me forget that the wasp has these turquoise beads and feathers on its feet, legs. And this is to activate the shamanic knowledge from past lives. But these things were meant to help him heal, to guide him, to make him go on the healing path. Did he? It seems like there's still some progress there. Now I will say, I didn't show anyone else, but the bottom of this deck is 6 of Swords reversed, which is very indicative of someone returning. Oops, I think I forgot to get one of these for the second pile. I'll get one for you. Forgiveness. So we have double forgiveness, and this is my most favorite card in this deck. Stop focusing your energy on past events. So look, message for you on the bottom. For life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine, and then look deep within your heart. You will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And I feel some of you may resonate with pile 1. It's a very different message, but I think for some of you, you're in pile 1 and you're about to move to pile 3. I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. There's something coming through here that's very interesting. That's this feeling of safety. And he's getting this feeling that you have been a safe haven for him in a lot of ways that he didn't understand. He just projected a bunch of pain onto you, a bunch of unhealed, wounded stuff onto you. And you were just being this safe haven, this healing energy, but he couldn't see it and he couldn't connect with it. And this is all coming into, it's all assembling, they're saying. 3 cards, kind of a forgiveness, right? The old must be released so the new can enter. I think you're looking at what might be coming and being like, I kind of thought it would be better than that or more further along. Like, I get the sting is on both ends. And you may feel like you've done a ton of work, and you have. And you may feel in this Queen of Pentacles energy, and yet there's still some reservation. Like, I made a video on Instagram a little while ago about appreciation, that word. Your kind of guidance, and they haven't given this to anyone else, but is to like fully appreciate all of the experiences you've created for yourself. Like, I get the feeling that you may think this is stuck beyond repair, or you're getting stuck, or there's a stuck energy that you may not get out of. And they're saying, no, this is a stop. It's not a stuckness. If you can appreciate the kind of big leap you're actually making. You're making some kind of big leap, and it's going to kind of, they're showing me earthquake, jar something kind of loose. And a lot of hope is going to return to you, but there is this little energy where you need to forgive some stuff or that's kind of hurt you, upset you, made you angry, stung you. That life may have not been exactly like you think it should have been. All right, I hope that helps you. Bye for now.